Hello students, I'm Neeta Biju. Welcome back to another class of business studies. So in our previous class we started with the external sources of recruitment. We did the five sources of external recruitment, and in today's class we'll be doing the next five. Just a small recap of all the external sources of recruitment one by one. First one is direct recruitment. The second one is casual callers. The third one is advertisement. The fourth one is employment exchange. The fifth one is placement agency and management consultants. The sixth one is campus interview. The seventh one is recommendation of employees. The eighth one is labor contractors. The ninth one is advertising on television. And the 10th one is web publishing. So we have already studied in our previous class the first five, that is the direct recruitment, casual callers, advertisement, employment exchange, placement agencies and management consultants. And in today's class we are going to study about the campus interview, the next five: campus recruitment or interview, recommendation of employees, labor contractors, advertising on television and web publishing, with its merits and demerits. We are going to study in today's class. We'll do this rest 5 from the sixth point, campus interview, onwards. So the sixth source of external recruitment is campus recruitment. So recruitment from educational institutions have become very popular source of recruitment for technical, professional and managerial jobs. Many big organizations maintain a close working relationship with the colleges, universities and management schools to recruit qualified persons for various jobs, and this is referred to as campus recruitment. So campus recruitment is huge companies, reputed companies or organizations will keep a very good working contact with the universities or professional colleges or school management schools, and then they send their officials in order to recruit good and eligible candidates from colleges and universities. This is what is campus recruitment all about. So this is becoming a very popular source of external recruitment, that is campus recruitment, and they get fresh talent or freshers and new you can say with innovative and creative ideas. That is what is campus recruitment, another type of external source of recruitment. Then we'll go to the next, that is recommendation of employees. So recommendation of employees or their friends or relatives is also a very good source of recruitment, since their background is already known. The present employees will know both the company and the candidates will try to satisfy both. Yes, recommendation of employees is something like a reliable source of external recruitment, wherein the present employees will recommend to the management you can say of the for the staffing of or recruitment of employees for if there are any vacancies created in the organization, or it can be recommendation of their friends or relatives. Here what is the advantage is it's very reliable because the present employees are already known to the company and their background is also very familiar to the company, and therefore it is a reliable source of external recruitment. And moreover, the present employees will keep the trust and confidence of both, because they are into good relationship. They have to maintain the good relationship with the company as well as the candidate, and that is why they try to satisfy both of them. So recommendation of employees is when recommendation is done by the working employees or their relatives and friends if any vacancies are created in the organization. Next source of external recruitment is labor contractors. So labor contractors are the employees of the organization who maintains close contact with the laborers or the workers, and the workers are recruited by labor contractors. So labor contractors are the people or the employees who are working, the existing employees of the organization. What they do is they recruit workers on daily wage basis or on temporary basis or on contract basis, and this is what is called as, and that is why they are called as labor contractors. Here what happens is, the only drawback of this system is if the contractor himself decides to leave the organization, then all the workers employed by him will also follow the same. So whenever labor contractor feels like leaving the organization, the same tendency will be followed by all the workers who are employed by him. So that is what is the only drawback of labor contractors. So if in case for short term or for temporary period on a short notice, if recruitment have to be to be done, then labor contractors the organization can depend upon. Next external source of recruitment is advertising on television. All of you are very familiar, and it's a very popular source of external recruitment. The profile of the organization where vacancy exists with detailed requirements of the job and the qualifications required to do the job is telecasted on television, and this is gaining much importance these days. Yes, advertisements of job vacancies with specifications, with qualifications required, with experience required, everything in detail is advertised, or you can say it is telecasted on television, and this has become very popular these days, and it is also having a wide appeal. That is what is called as advertising on television. Next one is the last one, the web publishing, a very, you can say, the latest development in external source of recruitment. What we have now, internet has become a very common source of recruitment these days, and therefore there are totally exclusively there are certain websites specifically for the purpose of providing information about job seekers and recruiters. For example, you might have heard about www.naukri.com and www.jobstreet.com, etc. All these sites are visited by both job seekers as well as the organization for the purpose of recruitment. So job seekers as well as you can say those organizations who really need good candidates, they visit this website and then they fetch people from such websites. So this is what is web publishing, and it has become a very, you can say, popular and trendy external source of recruitment these days. Now we'll study the merits and demerits of all these external sources of recruitment one by one. First we'll study the merits of external source of recruitment. The first one is qualified personnel. Okay, external sources of recruitment helps the management to attract qualified and trained people for filling up the vacancies in the organization. Yes, qualified and trained people are attracted. The, you can say, well trained and well experienced people are attracted towards the organization to fill up the vacancies in the organization. So the right qualification for the right job will be appointed through external source of recruitment. Then the second merit is wider choice. Yes, external source of recruitment helps the management to have a wider choice while selecting the people for employment. Yes, external source of recruitment helps management to choose the best among so many options, and that is what is happening in external source of recruitment. It is unlike the internal source of recruitment wherein you have just two options, that is transfers and promotion, but here you have so much of wide option and wide appeal, and that is why management can choose the best among the various options. That is what is called as wider choice. The next merit is fresh talent. Yes, external recruitment brings new talent and new ideas and creativity into the organization. So new blood is introduced, new creativity, or you can say innovation is introduced, new talent is introduced into the organization, and that is possible only through external source of recruitment. Then the fourth one is competitive spirit. Yes, external source of recruitment will motivate the existing staff to work harder in order to compete with the outsiders. This will increase the productivity of the organization. So what happens is here competitive spirit is developed among the existing employees. The existing employees want to prove themselves that they are even better than the newly appointed ones through external source. So that is why this competitive spirit will be developed, and this in turn will benefit very much to the organization. Next, we'll study the drawbacks or the negative points or the limitations of external source of recruitment. First one is dissatisfaction among existing staff. Yes, external recruitment may lead to dissatisfaction and frustration among the existing staff as they may feel their chances of promotion are reduced. Yes, dissatisfaction and frustration and demotivation, they are discouraged. They feel all negative aspects psychologically. Why? Because external recruitment will actually give more chance for those outsiders to be promoted at higher level, and the chances for the existing employee for promotion is reduced. So this sort of negative feeling may come up among the existing staff who is already working in the organization. That is one of the drawbacks. The second drawback is lengthy process. Okay, external recruitment is very much time consuming. It takes long time, and it is a long, you can say, very lengthy a huge process, as it has to go through different steps in order to select a person suitable to the job. So there is lots of procedures and processes to fulfill, and to follow all the formalities like staffing process we have. Altogether we have selection process, then training and development process. All these processes have to be fulfilled, and that is why it becomes a big, hectic and time consuming process. The third drawback is it's a costly process. So external recruitment is an, you can say, expensive, very costly process, since lot of money has to be spent on advertisement and processing of applications. So this is what happens. It is first of all time consuming. Secondly, it is very costly and expensive because lots of money, lots of investment required for investment, for processing the applications, for going through different internal cost, meeting costs, and you can say meeting all the expenses. It becomes a huge, you can say, expense to the organization. So this is all about your internal source of recruitment and external source of recruitment, what we have studied with the merits and demerits. I hope you have understood. Thank you.